With Taylor Swift being all the rage over the past football season, it got DA and I thinking. I'm James the Greek.
And I'm the DA.
And this is Man Cave Sports Top 10 WAGs. This year, I was so tired of hearing about Taylor Swift each and every football week. Taylor Swift this, Taylor Swift that. I'm so tired of WAGs, with the exception of your wife, David, who we all love and adore. But it did get me thinking. David, who are your top 10 WAGs?
Who are my top 10 WAGs? Well, 1 through 10 is my wife, so that's easy.
Well, we are both blessed. Both of us did very well. We outkicked our coverage big time. But taking our women away, who do you have for number 10?
Okay, that's a caveat. We got to make sure we say that. Taking my beautiful, incredible wife out of the list. Can't include her. That's the rules. Can't include her. All right, we're going to start with number 10. Mrs. Beckham, Posh Spice, the smoking hot English Brit singer. I love it. Victoria Beckham.
Why did you choose Victoria?
A lot of it was nostalgia growing up. I always thought she was, she was it. I liked her. I liked her a lot. I wasn't even a big Spice Girls fans, but she got the dude. She got the David Beckham picked very well, very attractive, good head on her shoulders too. I love the show now. Their little show, their little documentary was a lot of fun to watch.
And yes, Victoria Beckham, I want to be your lover, and I'll get with your friends. I can't make it last forever, but friendship never ends. David, who do you have for number 9?
Number 9, the great one's daughter, Dustin Johnson is a very lucky man, Paulina Gretzky.
Paulina Gretzky. I would have her way higher, and we'll talk about that later. But why did you have her at number 9?
Because she's hot. Because I like her. I mean, she's always been. I mean, since the moment she kind of came on the scene, it's kind of interesting. Obviously, I don't know how her and Dustin met, but came right with the moment she came on the scene. It's funny because you never really heard anything about her, and then it's like, bang, there she is, and she has been basically famous ever since.
Well, she is the great one's daughter. I would take my shot, but I guarantee I would never score. DA, who do you have for number 8?
Okay, so number 8, I have Jesse James Decker, Eric Decker's wife. Absolutely beautiful. What I've started noticing is that a lot of the girls on my list kind of look the same. They kind of all have the same. A lot of them have the same look. Victoria Beckham a little different, and a couple of girls, maybe one of the girls up top a little different. But I started realizing when I was going through my list, and I made it. I started looking again and making sure it's the right list. They all kind of have the same kind of look, and my wife kind of has the same kind of look too.
Who's your number 7?
Number 7 is one of the hardest names I've ever tried to figure out to pronounce. You look at it, I've got no clue what I'm even doing. I had to Google how to pronounce it, and then you realize it's actually really simple. Kristen Juszczyk.
And who is Kristen?
That is Kyle Juszczyk's wife, the 49ers football player. It's actually funny because you started this by talking about Taylor Swift. She's the one that actually handmade the jacket Taylor Swift was wearing, and Mahomes, his wife, was wearing to all the football games. So she's creative. She can use her hands very well, but she is a beautiful lady. She's attractive.
I think all these women are attractive. Who do you have for number 6?
They're all attractive. It's tough. It is a tough list. There's a whole lot of WAGs out there. Again, my wife would be killing all of them. Number 1 by far, but can't pick her. Number 6, James Neal's wife. He plays for the Predators. Hockey player with the Predators. Melanie Collins. Melanie Collins. I was going to say Melania, but Melania's pretty hot too. But Melanie Collins.
Who do you have for number 5?
Number 5. I'm going to soccer or football here. Sergio Ramos's wife. I'm not sure. I'm probably saying it wrong, but Pilar Rubio.
Pilar Rubio. She is our first. Oh, excuse me. She's our second football wife after Victoria Beckham. I don't know anything about her. I'm not a football fan, but I guarantee you she's a smoke show.
Take a moment. Well, just take a moment and Google all these and just double check. I would like to hear my fans think. Double check my bottom 6 so far or bottom 5 so far, and let me know what you think, because just go Google and do research for yourselves. This is great. It's a lot of fun to research this, by the way.
It's the only time I've ever sent you something to research, and you were very happy to do it, and you did it not only on time but early.
Early. I created the list early. I went online and created a shared folder. I mean, I'm out here. I've got pronunciations. I've got Google everywhere. What's great is my wife, who's awesome, who's incredible. She actually sat down and got to look over some of the list too. And so I think she might, I don't know, she might agree with me on some of the list. So her only request is that she's on the list, but
nope.
Rules are rules, babe.
Who's number 4?
Number 4, we're going back to the 49ers, Christian McCaffrey's girlfriend, Olivia Cupo.
She is a very pretty girl. I like her.
Oh, she's okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, if you had to pick a really hot girlfriend, I mean, she'd be okay.
All right, David, we're up to the top 3. Who's number 3?
So while like all of these are super or like not as famous, I mean, Victoria Beckham obviously is super famous, like one of the most famous women in the world. The rest of them aren't like crazy famous. They become famous in their own right. Paulina Gretzky, obviously her dad's famous. This is one that, just like Victoria Beckham has become incredibly famous for her own thing. Her hips have never lied, not once. Shakira.
Oh, Shakira. Now, Shakira, I would have to put on the outside looking in because there's a chance she's going to go to jail for tax evasion. However, she is gorgeous.
That guy makes her a little sexier. Like she's a little, breaking the law.
Ards, this is not the movie Caged Heat from the 80s. We're not going to be watching her in a female prison.
Oh, you never know. You never know. Just saying. Saying it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I think she'll be doing just fine.
Who do you have for number 2?
Number 2, I like this. This is finally baseball players. I like it. Got to get a baseball player on the list. Mrs. Derek Jeter, the captain, Hannah.
Probably the most beautiful eyes I have ever seen. She's a lovely, lovely girl, and she did it right. She grabbed Jeet.
Could you imagine how, like, I've got some pretty good eyes. I'm going to say this. I got one of my best features in my eyes. Me and her eyes together are pretty dang good. Jeter's got some great eyes. He's a good-looking man, and he's done well for himself.
I don't think he's all that good looking. I think you're better looking, but that's just me.
Oh, it's the suave. It's the captain. You walk into a room and you're like, that's Jeter. What's up?
Finally, who is your top wife or girlfriend in all of sports?
So this is an interesting one. I don't even think many people would even consider her on the list at top 10. She's not really famous for her own right by any means. She's never one of these girls that you're just sitting out there. She's not on like the cover of any magazines, anything like that. But something has always just kind of struck me. I found her very beautiful, and her husband and her have known each other since they were like kids, and they've married and they've become famous, one of the most famous athletes of all time. And they've known each other. It's awesome. We're gonna go with Mrs. Messi, Antonella Rocuzzo. Gotta give her the respect with the accent.
You got it. So Antonella Rocuzzo, there you go. His number 1. I gotta tell you though, Ards, I am extremely disappointed in you. Okay? And not because I am a fan of hers. I'm not a huge fan of Taylor Swift. And not because I think she's the hottest girl on the planet. Because she's not. But Taylor Swift has to be number 1. You want to know why she's number 1?
Why is this, James?
Because she's a freaking billionaire. No matter what I do, I still get half the money if we divorce. Billionaire. Not with an M, a B. That's why Oprah is always in my top 10 women of all time list, as is Taylor Swift. If you are a billionaire, I am available. Honey, I love you if you're watching, but for $1 billion, you'll let me go, and then I'll come back to you later.
Right there you go. You'll come back with $500,000, and it'll be a beautiful marriage.
Indeed.
But again, my wife's number 1, but she can't be on the list.
I want to know who the viewers are thinking about, so let us know in the comments. Who is your top 5, top 10, top 1 WAG of all time? We love the wives and the girlfriends. You should too. Let us know.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button. More likes equals more great content for you. And if you haven't, subscribe now.